Warning: this video may contain valid EAS tones. I do not take any responsibility for any misuse of these tones. Also, this video contains a lot of graphic dialogue, demonic moments, and other disturbing and hellish content or dialogue that some people may find disturbing. Now, without further ado, let the Ultra Nightmare begin. Finally, it's Halloween 2024. Welcome to the Emergency News Network. It is now October 25th, 6 days from Halloween. The time to get scared, go trick-or-treating with friends, walking to people's houses for candy, wearing scary costumes, and there will be a nightmare on Elm Street. Hiya, just kidding. I can wait to see the movie Nightmare on Elm Street. I love that movie and I will always enjoy it. My son wants to be a zombie for Halloween this year. Yeah, he doing horror X this year. Yeah, that what I call when he goes to the explicit kind of horror, if you get my meaning. Anyways, from October 29th to November 1st, there will be no school because of Halloween, so that good news for the children. Anyways, the weather is expected to be cloudy skies every day till November 1st. Low 53. Winds moving west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain, 10%. Hold on, what is that over there?
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Kentucky Police Department. Residents of the entire state of Kentucky, lock all your doors immediately.
Reports came into the police about a large and extremely dangerous individual
roaming around the state of Kentucky, attacking and killing anyone that he comes
across. The deaths of its victims usually occur in areas where no light is present, and also mainly attacks its victims deep in the woods. This individual is completely unidentified, but all residents for the state of Kentucky are ordered to stay indoors at this time. Lock all doors and windows, and do not go outside for any reason. If you hear a knock on your door or window, do not answer it. Stay away from all windows, if at all possible. Should this individual break into your home, use anything by all means necessary to protect yourself. You are free to use any kind of weapons to protect yourself, should this individual break into your home. Please stay tuned to the station for more information on this dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Kentucky Police Department. Any and all residents for the state of Kentucky are ordered to lock all their doors and windows immediately, as some residents were seen outside roaming around the state. This is putting your life in extreme danger, so please do not go outside for any reason until the all clear is given. Should you be seen outside by police, you will be arrested and put into custody for your safety, and you will remain in custody until the situation is resolved. In addition, this creature is still roaming around the state, causing extreme damage to cities, towns, and neighborhoods. Hold on a second, what is that in the sky? The National Weather Service for the state of Kentucky has issued a weather warning of unknown for all of the state of Kentucky, effective until further notice. A weather warning of unknown weather has been issued for your area. For your safety, remain indoors and do not go outside during this event. Please stay tuned or die. Normal programming has been suspended. Due to the weird EAS message that was broadcasted 30 minutes ago, the emergency alert system is currently being inspected for anything that could relate to this weird message. This unknown weather warning is, however, real, and it remains in effect until further notice. This weird message is also right about the conditions of this weather warning, and that this event should not be viewed with the naked eye, nor should residents even be outside while the weather warning is in effect. All residents across the state of Kentucky are ordered to stay indoors at this time. Stay tuned to the station for more information and updates on this unusual situation. The National Weather Service for the entire state of Kentucky has issued a weather warning of unknown, effective until further notice. For your safety, remain indoors at this time and do not go outside during this event. The Halloween party for the state of Kentucky might be cancelled due to this weird weather event that might be in effect during Halloween, which is still 6 days from now. Please stay tuned to the station for more information and updates on this strange news. Or die. Happy Halloween, everyone. Welcome to the Emergency News Network. Tomorrow will be October 31st, Halloween. The time to get scared, go trick-or-treating with friends, walking to people's houses for candy, wearing scary costumes, and there will be a nightmare on Elm Street. Hiya, just kidding. Anyways, no school tomorrow because of Halloween tomorrow, so that good news for the children. Well, that's all for now. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Multiple disturbing reports came in about people going through extreme heart attacks and then dying a few seconds later. This would happen randomly, anywhere across the state of Kentucky. There are also many reports about people dying randomly by no cause, just randomly, and the deaths are just insanely graphic and disgusting. Holy crap, these people say they literally threw up just by seeing it. Trust me, this is nothing you want to see. Anyways, it is unknown why these deaths are occurring, but the Halloween party tonight is now being decided if it should continue as scheduled, or if it should be cancelled for this year due to these gruesome deaths. Nothing is really known at this time, but this is subject to change. A solution to this has obviously not been found yet. For your safety, remain indoors. Should someone inside a house die randomly, an evacuation order might be enforced for the safety of the community. Stay tuned to the station for more information and updates on this unusual dangerous situation. Welcome back to the Emergency News Network. Due to the current situation taking place in the state of Kentucky, an evacuation order might be enforced to protect the community. I don't know what's going on here, but I sure it's not good. But for now, let's listen to this awesome jam right here. It called Dusk, from No Copyright Sounds. It called Dusk, but I listened to it in the morning. immediate evacuation for the entire state of Kentucky, effective immediately. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Many people began dying randomly in gruesome ways inside and outside their homes. These deaths are just insanely graphic and disgusting. Holy crap, these people say they literally threw up just by seeing it. Trust me, this is nothing you want to see. Anyways, it is unknown why these deaths are occurring, but the Halloween party tonight is now being decided if it should continue as scheduled, or if it should be cancelled for this year due to these gruesome deaths. Nothing is really known at this time, but this is subject to change. A solution to this has obviously not been found yet. For your safety, all residents for the state of Kentucky are advised to evacuate the state immediately. Make sure you take food, water, clothing, medical supplies, phones, chargers, a battery-powered radio, or anything you are gonna need for your journey. If you choose not to evacuate, you are putting your life in extreme danger. Welcome to NOAA Weather, serving the state of Texas. Today is October 31st, Halloween, the time to get scared, go trick-or-treating with friends, walking to people's houses for candy, and wearing scary costumes. Anyways, today will be clear skies all day, thank goodness. However, a weather warning is right now still in effect. But I don't think they're gonna stop anyone from celebrating Halloween, because it looks completely harmless out there. That weird alert I can get over. Low, 54, winds will be moving east at 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, with some rain in the afternoon. Low, 55, winds will be moving east at 5 to 10 miles per hour, chance of rain 70%. Wait, we are getting reports about people going through extreme heart attacks and then dying a few seconds later. This would happen randomly anywhere across the state of Texas. There are also many reports about people dying randomly by no cause, just randomly, and the deaths are just insanely graphic and disgusting. Holy crap, these people say they literally threw up just by seeing it. Trust me, this is nothing you want to see. Anyways, it is unknown why these deaths are occurring, but the Halloween party tonight is now being decided if it should continue as scheduled, or if it should be cancelled for this year due to these gruesome deaths. This happened in the state of Kentucky not too long ago, which is why people are really beginning to freak out. A message from the emergency alert system will shortly interrupt this program because of this. Please stand by. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Multiple disturbing reports came in about people going through extreme heart attacks and then dying a few seconds later. This would happen randomly, anywhere across the state of Texas. There are also many reports about people dying randomly by no cause, just randomly, and the deaths are just insanely graphic and disgusting. Holy crap, these people say they literally threw up just by seeing it. Trust me, this is nothing you want to see. Anyways, it is unknown why these deaths are occurring, nothing is really known at this time, but this is subject to change. A solution to this has obviously not been found yet. For your safety, remain indoors. Should someone inside a house die randomly, an evacuation order might be enforced for the safety of the community. All of this happened in the state of Kentucky too, which is why people are beginning to freak out. You are ordered to not panic at this time. Panicking will only make the situation worse. In addition, some alerts that have been broadcasted in the state of Kentucky were hacked by something, which caused the EAS to say a bunch of graphic stuff and scary stuff. It is unknown what hacked the system, but the Federal Emergency Management Agency will continue to investigate any new information once it becomes available. Stay tuned to the station for more information and updates on this unusual dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Multiple disturbing reports came in about dead bodies seen all over the state of Texas. These dead bodies are believed to be caused by heart attacks that people received randomly, without warning. More people across the state of Texas are also experiencing the same thing, randomly, without warnings, receiving heart attacks, and dying several seconds later. In addition, riots have started in Houston Heights. However, the rioters are not human. These are half-human, half-zombie rioters. So these are zombies, but humans too, which means these are zombies that are even deadlier than the ones in the movies, because they know what they are doing. If you are in the state of Texas, you are advised to evacuate the state immediately. It's very disturbing out here and the riots are the most dangerous at this time. If you see any rioters coming towards your area, get away from them as fast as you can, as shooting them down has proven to be ineffective and they will become even more violent. These riots are expected to spread around the entire central United States in the next 3 hours, and it is possible where the mass could spread nationwide. The heart attacks could spread with the riots too. Kentucky has also experienced something strange that the state of Texas is now going through. Many people across both of these areas began to die randomly, either by random heart attacks, or just randomly by no cause, which these deaths are extremely disgusting. We would get in trouble if we broadcasted images and videos, showing these dead people on the air. Anyways, riots have started in Kentucky too. At this time, all residents of the states of Texas and Kentucky are advised to shelter in place. Close, lock and block any and all possible entrances with literally anything that will do the trick. Halloween is now cancelled for this year, as everyone is too scared to even talk about it, as this terrifying event unfolds. I don't know what the heck is going on here, but I'm not enjoying it at all. About 3 hours ago, multiple disturbing reports came in about dead bodies seen all over the state of Texas. These dead bodies are believed to be caused by heart attacks that people received randomly, without warning. More people across the state of Texas are also experiencing the same thing, randomly, without warnings, receiving heart attacks, and dying several seconds later. Whatever happened in Kentucky is happening here in Texas now. In addition, riots have started in Houston Heights, and are causing massive damage to the area. Many people have been injured or killed while escaping the riots. However, the rioters are not human. These are half-human, half-zombie rioters. So these are zombies, but humans too, which means these are zombies that are even deadlier than the ones in the movies, because they know what they are doing. If that's not the scariest thing that we know right now, then we are in for something worse than zombies that actually have brains. The worst is expected to happen soon, as this is a prediction that is trending all over social media, as well as this entire crisis. This is the darkest Halloween movie ever experienced.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Alabama Police Department. Residents for the neighborhood of Crestwood North, evacuate the neighborhood immediately. Extremely dangerous individuals were seen breaking into other people's houses and murdering the parents or owners of the house. Then whenever children stopped by the houses that got robbed for candy, the robbers would murder the children. These killers are not human, but zombie-like demons. It is unknown of where these zombie-like demons came from, but if your kids are outside trick-or-treating and you haven't been robbed yet, you are strongly advised to pick up your children and evacuate the neighborhood immediately. If you're less than 5 miles from the state of Texas or the neighborhood of Crestwood North, evacuate your current location now. Stay tuned to this station for more information on this dangerous situation.
I don't know what the heck is going on here, but I'm not enjoying it at all. About 3 hours ago, multiple disturbing reports came in about dead bodies seen all over the state of Texas. These dead bodies are believed to be caused by heart attacks that people received randomly, without warning. More people across the state of Texas are also experiencing the same thing, randomly, without warnings, receiving heart attacks, and dying several seconds later. Whatever happened in Kentucky is happening here in Texas now. In addition, riots have started in Houston Heights, and are causing massive damage to the area. Many people have been injured or killed while escaping the riots. However, the rioters are not human. These are half human, half zombie, rioters. So these are zombies, but humans too, which means these are zombies that are even deadlier than the ones in the movies, because they know what they are doing. If that's not the scariest thing that we know right now, then we are in for something worse than zombies that actually have brains. The worst is expected to happen soon, as this is a prediction that is trending all over social media, as well as this entire crisis. This is the darkest Halloween we ever experienced, and I'm sure it's gonna get darker as time goes on. If you are in the state of Texas, you are advised to evacuate the state immediately. It's very disturbing out here and the riots are the most dangerous at this time. If you see any rioters coming towards your area, get away from them as fast as you can, as shooting them down has proven to be ineffective and they will become even more violent. These riots are expected to spread around the entire central United States in the next 3 hours, and it is possible where the mass could spread nationwide. The heart attacks could spread with the riots too. Kentucky has also experienced something strange that the state of Texas is now going through. Many people across both of these areas began to die randomly, either by random heart attacks, or just randomly by no cause, which these deaths are extremely disgusting. We would get in trouble if we broadcasted images and videos, showing these dead people on the air. Anyways, riots have started in Kentucky too. At this time, all residents of the states of Texas and Kentucky are advised to shelter in place. Close, lock and block any and all possible entrances with literally anything that will do the trick. Halloween is now cancelled for this year, as everyone is too scared to even talk about it, as this terrifying event unfolds. In addition, the sky is beginning to turn into a blood red color for an unknown cause. It is starting to rain blood right now. Please stay tuned and stay safe. Civil danger warning. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. The sky is beginning to turn into a blood red color for an unknown cause, and many loud demonic sounds were heard from the sky too. People across social media are saying that demons are coming to attack humanity, but this cannot be confirmed at this time. NASA will be trying to detect any demons that might be heading towards Earth. It is starting to rain blood right now, and people who are caught in the blood rain instantly melt and only their blood remains. In addition to all of this, some reports came in about a weird sound being heard from underground. According to these reports, they sounded like Who. Recordings of these sounds convinced many people that something, or someone, is forming underground. It is unknown what is expected to occur. However, residents are advised to leave their underground shelters and evacuate the United States immediately. Make sure you bring an umbrella to avoid blood raining on you. Due to many people receiving heart attacks randomly, you are advised to stop somewhere after every 30 to 60 minutes during your evacuation, such as a gas station. If this is not possible, drive as fast as you could to get to the closest gas station if necessary. All laws involving driving are lifted during this time. This will not be used as an excuse to cause accidents or collisions, as you will be arrested and charged. Rely on your own methods to evacuate. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and NASA. Many large pumpkins began to rise from the ground, and were causing people to kill themselves in very gruesome ways, as well as them losing their eyesight completely. Even many small pumpkins were rising from the ground, into underground shelters. Everyone who was underground was instantly killed and had no time to even exit the shelter. If you are still evacuating, continue to do so. Remember to stop somewhere every 30 to 60 minutes during your evacuation to avoid receiving random heart attacks. The ground is beginning to crack, and many houses, buildings, trees, roads, cars, and people collapsed and fell into the crack. However, anything and anyone that fell into the crack were whacked into pieces before they could even reach the magma. There is definitely something down there. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. A lot of new information and witnesses have come into the EAS headquarters. Many people have experienced massive snakes coming out of the stomach, legs, feet, and even the head. After this process, the human instantly dies and the snakes then eat up the human leftovers. This has happened everywhere across the United States, and even some parts of Central America. The central United States is beginning to crack and many cities in some states in the central United States have collapsed. Guys, I gonna tell you something, there is definitely something down there, and it alive. Wait a minute, oh my god, I see a hand coming out of the ground. What the actual heck? I'm getting out of here now. Oh no, I'm melting. A lot of blood is raining on me and I'm melting now. Help me please, no 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 no.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. Residents across the United States, lock all doors immediately. Pumpkin was seen rising from the sky. This pumpkin is very deadly, as it was seen melting people outside their homes with lasers coming from their eyes and mouth. This pumpkin was also last seen creating these zombie-like creatures, which are attacking and brutally killing people in their sight. It has been confirmed that the robbers that have been killing residents and children are not human, but demons from hell. They use the dead bodies to form a large scary pumpkin, which will destroy the entire United States in the next 2 hours and 15 minutes. The pumpkin was also beginning to release diseases that are very deadly. These diseases are several in one deadly virus. This virus is called the pumpkin virus. In addition, the dead bodies across the United States are waking up, looking like werewolves, and people who died any time before now woke up looking like zombies, and animals who have died at any time before now woke up looking like demons and sometimes parasites. people who have been spotted by this pumpkin have melted and some even died in very gruesome ways. If you look at this pumpkin, you will die in a very gruesome way. Even at the slightest inch of this pumpkin, your fate has arrived. All residents across the entire United States are ordered to stay inside at this time and get underground immediately. Stay tuned to this station for more information.
Interrupt your programming. This is a global emergency. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and NASA. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Our world is slowly coming to an end. At around 5:58 a.m. Central Time, reports came in about a massive beast with 100 horns with blood stains all over it. This beast is like Krampus, but way larger, and uses its chains to literally smash humans and basically flatten them. This beast was the cause of the sounds coming from the underground that were heard from people who were in their underground shelters. This beast has caused many vehicles that were still evacuating to instantly break down, and some even exploded, with everyone in them. It is raining body parts, rain, and dead bodies from the sky. All of this is being caused by a demon from another dimension. This demon has produced many demons and demonic angels to swarm around the world, causing many people to receive random heart attacks. This beast has been causing many massive pumpkins to rise from the sky. These pumpkins are very deadly, as they all were seen melting people outside their homes with lasers coming from their eyes and mouth. The pumpkins were also last seen creating these zombie-like creatures, which are attacking and brutally killing people in their sight. These pumpkins were also beginning to release diseases that are very deadly. These diseases are several in one deadly virus called the virus. The symptoms of the virus are disturbing and extreme. Here are all the symptoms: vomiting, vomiting blood, vomiting body parts, head explosions, heartaches, neck aches, stomach aches, diarrhea, stomach explosions, leg explosions, heart explosions, bleeding from the butt, nose, eyes, mouth, ears, belly button, and toenails, atoma, extremely violent and crazy crude behavior, loss of knowledge, loss of soul, eyes popping out of the face, loss of hearing, loss of voice, loss of gestures, poor eyesight, which eventually results in loss of eyesight, the color changing to black for the skin, fingernails and toenails, blood explosions, dizziness, red eyes, extreme sore throats, stuffing noses, teeth whitening, throat explosions, eye explosions, tongue explosions, feet explosions, brain explosions, extreme dyslexia, incorrect grammar, dry lips, dry gums, sudden shocking of the eyes, legs, both teeth, and ears, sudden sounds, numbness, the alignment of the body parts, such as the head, hand, and legs, and thirst to kill. Some reports came in about people having their head where their left leg was, and that leg was where his head used to be. One report came in where someone's hands came out of their eyes, killing them instantly due to them losing endless amounts of blood. This virus is confirmed to have come from hell. This virus has brought all deadly viruses that have happened since the beginning of time come back, worse than ever, including hell virus, the ultimate deadly virus, the pumpkin virus, the Halloween virus, etc. In addition, the dead bodies across the United States are waking up, looking like zombies or werewolves, and people who died anytime before now, woke up looking like zombies or werewolves. Animals who have died at any time before now, woke up looking like demons and sometimes parasites. People who have been spotted by these pumpkins have melted and some even died in very gruesome ways. In some cases, you will lose your eyesight completely before you die. This means, you will not see before you die, and this usually means, your death is very scary and grisly. If you look at any of these pumpkins, you will die in a very gruesome way, and if in some cases, you will lose your eyesight completely before you die. Even at the slightest inch of this pumpkin, your fate has arrived. As of right now, the pumpkins, demons, angels, and the beast are now killing people in very gruesome ways, as well as melting them with their lasers. This is causing massive wildfires starting in many areas across the planet, as well as more cracks to occur. The ocean has turned into blood due to the bloody precipitation falling from the sky, as well as all of the deaths that have been occurring across the coastline areas. Many earthquakes occurred all over the planet, which caused many waves and tsunamis to occur. Everyone is dying, and the world is slowly ending. Many people were also possessed by demons, and filled their minds with many demonic things and basically turned them into actual demons to increase the demonic army. This is an extremely catastrophic, demonic, massive, and life-threatening situation. There is nothing humanity can do to stop this. The sun has also exploded by the demons, and many sun flares are striking Earth and are destroying the planet. All of the other planets were also destroyed, as well as the moon. Many asteroids and meteoroids are colliding with Earth. There are no more plans available to stop the situation from ending, as well as getting rid of the virus, as there is obviously no cure. All of humanity will be killed within the next 24 hours. There is no way to survive this disaster. All attempts of killing these monsters, as well as destroying the pumpkin have failed and have proven to be deadly. Humanity will not survive this cataclysm. Please follow these instructions, gather with friends and family and await the final moments on Earth. Repent to God, ask for forgiveness, believe in God's Son, Jesus Christ, as this is your ticket to a better afterlife. John 3:16, For God so loved the world, that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him will not perish, but live forever with the Lord. Take advantage of your last moments while you still can. May God help us all. This station will now cease transmission. Thank you all for your cooperation, but all is lost and possessed. Goodbye everyone. Wait a minute.
You're gonna die, 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 by then, where they arrive. Experience. I'm gonna poison everyone who comes over and scourge me with